Welcome into Chewyville. Steve Chewy, Chrissy Martin with you here on a Fun Time Wednesday. Thanks for getting your morning started with us here on the Q at 98 Gold. Portions of which are brought to us by our friends over at Supercuts. Visit Supercuts today and get yourself a super cut. Don't just settle for some regular cut. No, get a super cut. Visit them in Rensselaer, Lowell, and Valparaiso, and you can look great. Also want to mention this weekend is the Girls Empowerment event from the Purdue Extension and the Rensselaer Rotary, along with a bunch of other local sponsors helping out. It's the third annual Empowering Girls event. Sparkle and shine in the magical world of wonderfulness. Find out more on our Facebook page, the Cornerstone Real Estate Facebook page, Rensselaer Rotary page, and more. It's this Saturday from noon to 4:30. It'll feature Miss Indiana, Miss Teen Indiana, all kinds of great activities for young girls from 10 to 18. All right. We're talking Super Bowl stuff today. We're talking all kinds of fun stuff. So head to the Chewyville Facebook page, like us, and answer the poll question in which we're asking you, who do you want to win the Super Bowl? Not necessarily who is going to win the Super Bowl, who wants to win the Super Bowl. Why are you doing such a weirdo face?
I'm just waiting.
My youngest daughter used to do things sometimes, and I felt like she was trying to get attention, and I would just stop and go, "We see you. We see you.
Okay, sure.
You looked like you were just scared there.
I
like
was waiting for you to turn the camera on, and I wanted to be smiling.
Why do you smile like someone's pulling your hair? Like you look like you're in pain.
I don't know.
When you normally smile when you're having fun, you look delightful and fun and happy. See, now I'm turning the camera on when I say give a compliment. Now we get a real smile, not a I just saw one of the ghosts in Ghostbusters smile. That was like a Slimer smile. That was,
right, sure.
So Jason says, I think it would be very funny if Taylor Swift didn't show up at the Super Bowl for payback to Kelsey for not going to the Grammys. So
no, she's gonna go.
She's gonna go, and it's not payback. She was well aware that he couldn't go. He was on an airplane during the Grammys.
Then why was everyone else not aware? Why are people trying to throw shade at him? Like, why would they do that? Just be nice.
Because this is what people like to do.
Oh.
Why? I mean, yeah. I mean, why, why is it any of their business whether or not Taylor knew that he was, if Taylor's okay with it, how about this? You guys be okay with it. It's kind of their relationship a little bit. Yeah.
Be a little hands off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
don't worry about it.
Worry
about yourselves.
Right. They probably have enough going on with all of you helping out with their relationship about the way it should be.
Sure.
And also, I've met a lot of you. Your relationship isn't that great either. So,
all right.
We're all just trying to get through life.
Aren't we, though? Do it again.
I was just trying to get through life. Oh, my.
I was just trying to be ready. You always tell me I look
upset
or I'm like, ready.
No. Time out. Do not. No. You always say that. Okay. I put out a video last week with this new software that I found that's doing some cool things that I'm all excited about.
It is really cool.
It is. And it put it together and it looks like a professional TikTok of ours and reel and all that stuff. And your reaction to me was, I look like I've got resting whatever face because you don't say the B word.
Right.
Because
I was just paying attention to you, and your paying attention face is not like, I don't know. I usually try to be very happy and smiley, but like when I'm really like
when you're focusing, it's hard for you to focus.
I think you were talking football at the time, so like it's even harder to focus.
I was talking about Taylor Swift and
the word
Travis
football
Kelce.
was in there somewhere.
Well, I'm sure it was, but it was.
I glaze over when anything at the end of ball comes out.
I think maybe what it was I was talking about rooting for your spouse, and you're like, I will not.
Oh, that's not true.
All right. None of that's why you called. We're talking adulting this morning, okay? They say, is this what they mean by adulting? In a new survey, 54% of Gen Zers say that they stress on filing their taxes has brought them to tears. The stress of filing your taxes. Okay. Now, I don't know everyone's taxes. I don't know what all the different things are that you're involved in.
Yeah.
Chances are, if you're a Gen Zer, you're under 25, I think.
Oh,
I know we always have to look. I know we always have to
doggone
look.
things.
I'm gonna need. I think what I'm gonna need is this like whiteboard that we have up here.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna put it up there for as many
Right.
times as I have to check in with it.
Yes.
I think I'm just gonna put it up there on that board.
Gen
what the
Z,
adults, what the labels are.
Yeah. 12 to 27 is the Gen Z.
Okay. So 27 years or younger, you're saying that your taxes would stress you out that much?
Okay, I kind of get this.
All right.
Because if you don't know, like, you're filing your taxes yourself, or are you going to a tax professional? That's my question.
Well, no, if you're going to a tax professional, there's really no reason to stress. Like, why would you even stress at all?
Yeah. But I think it's just you don't understand what you're doing. Like, it's so hard to grasp all the tax things. Yeah. You know? I think just be a little bit more informed about what you're doing and you won't feel as stressed.
I think I've always said one of the best classes that I had in high school was it was a finance class, and they taught us how to do our taxes.
Yeah.
And from then on, up until last year when I bought the radio stations, I did my taxes every year.
Yeah.
Now, there were years that my parents did the taxes with me, and I did the taxes, and we'd compare and see how it would work out. Like, there was always like a little backup. This year, my youngest, I've done her taxes for her in the past. So she texted me and said, hey, could you do my taxes again this year? And I said, no, you're going to do them, and I'll check them.
Yeah, so was smart.
We went through the thing, and if you got questions, this year it wasn't complicated. She had some, she had income, she had some interest paid on some student loan stuff, and that was it. Like that was the main thing.
Easy peasy.
Now in the years past, she's had some Instacart and some DoorDash, and you got to put in mileage and thing, and there's some different things you got to try out. So it's a little more complicated, but there's no reason to stress to the point of tears.
Yeah.
That's, listen, you're not going to do it that wrong. And I know that there's all kinds of people talk about all the crazy things that the tax man's going to do and all this stuff. Listen, all they're going to do is tell you to give them some more money. That's what they're trying to figure out is, wait a minute, you put this thing on there and this was wrong, and give us more money. You know, that's what
even if they find something, you just have to keep records on everything. You know, always back yourself up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if it gets really bad, just blame your former bookkeeper. That's my motto. No, what? Hey,
shucks,
oh man, what is it?
I thought we were friends.
Come on, man. All right. So, over 54% of Gen Zers report that the stress of filing taxes had brought them to tears, according to a new survey commissioned by Cash App Taxes. Is this an app that's trying to get people to do their taxes through you? Is that what this is?
Cash App is like one of those things where you can like be paid without having a checking account, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like you
so
can
it's not
pay
like
your
a tax
employees
service
that way.
or something.
Well, I mean, they might have, everyone has it, like Credit Karma, Turbo. They all have their own tax services. But you can go do your taxes for free if you make, you know, if your income is under a certain level for like, you know, there's many places you can do that.
Sure. Yeah. The park. Just sit in the park.
If you really want, you can go to the library and get a form.
We'll see. There you go.
This is why another reason why I love the librry. You know,
sure. They have all the forms.
They have the forms.
They have all the forms. Yes.
May the forms be with you.
Yes. Oh my. They say 1 in 4 Gen Zers even claim they need help from their therapist to recover from the traumatic experience. Okay. We're going to just need to toughen up a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to be the old man, get off my lawn guy, okay? I don't want to be that guy. Yeah. We're going to have to toughen up a little bit. Just a little bit toughen up. I mean, dude, I didn't talk to my therapist because I didn't do my taxes. Listen, we talked earlier. My skin is the softest of any man on earth. So I'm not like some crazy hard worker, like curmudgeon guy. I'm not a grizzled prospector. Okay. But I'm just saying, if you have to talk to your therapist because you had to do your taxes.
Yeah.
How do you handle the work to make the income to have to pay the taxes? How do you handle any day at work?
Sure.
I would be way more stressed about any work that I was doing than filing my taxes for a day.
Yeah, sometimes life is a lot, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, but taxes are not. Yes. So just take it easy.
Yeah.
And how are you paying for this therapist? That's what I want to know. Mom and dad paying for it? Or mom and dad paying for it?
I don't know.
Maybe that's where the stress is coming from. Maybe you'd be a little more stressed out if you had to pay your own rent. These are just things that are popping in my brain automatically. I don't know if it's real. I don't know. Right. People in these generations are used to products and services that make their life easier. Need food, 3 taps, and dinner is on its way, says Lindsay, a financial therapist at Mind Money Balance.
Financial therapist?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's a thing. That's a job, huh?
I guess so. Yeah.
You need a business degree and a PhD for that, huh?
Or maybe you just need a podcast. I don't know. I mean, at this point, you can be an expert in anything. You know.
Yes.
But again, want new music to listen to? A curated playlist is already there on your music player. She added, taxes feel tedious and stressful. You have to do things. So that's the problem. That you have to do things. You have to do something.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I have to do something. I'm going to call my therapist. I don't know if I can handle this doing things. Oh, my gosh. I can't do it anymore. That's how they act.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Thanks. I'm glad you told me.
That was me imitating them. The people that are crying over their taxes.
Yeah.
Much of the stress seems to stem from confusion surrounding the process of filing taxes, something American adults have been doing for more than 100 years. Many Gen Zers and millennials don't even know when their taxes need to be filed. Well, maybe that's part of the problem, that you're just not paying attention to the world.
I mean, deadlines are important. Yeah.
And like April 15th, I mean, ballpark. I know it could sometimes go to the 16th or 17th and stuff, but I mean,
depending.
You're always looking in that area.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Yeah. So maybe, I know it's a lot, but maybe we just open the calendar app once in a while on our phones. I mean, I'm just saying. Again,
or even paper planner. I like a paper planner.
Sure, get a paper calendar. Do whatever. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of an old man this morning. I'm the get off the lawn guy, but right. I'm not usually the one who's like, oh, Gen Z and stupid kids so lazy and they don't do anything. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
Except for this. When I hear things like this, I go, oh, come on. What are we crying about? There's no crying in taxes.
There's no crying in taxes. Jason says, I think taxes are messed up. We have to pay taxes on tax we've already been taxed on. Well, that's the tax a lot in there.
Yeah, listen, I'm not diving into anything smart. I don't know any of the things, and let them. I know taxes, and we shouldn't pay anything, and we should all keep all of our money, and then we'll get mad when the police don't show up at our house. Okay, so I'm just saying,
right?
Some of the tax money goes to stupid stuff, but a lot of the tax money goes to real stuff.
Sure.
I'm just saying. Listen. I don't like that I have to give a piece of my money to some guy named Fike all the time. I'm not a fan. I'm not.
Who's Fike? Why is he stealing all my money?
Right. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I mean, it does go to some stuff. It's like when I was about to say when the aliens attacked, but the government already told us they're not protecting us from that.
Nope.
All right, so I'm going to need a tax credit for alien preparation. I think I'm gonna. All right, government. I'm just going to need a little bit of a tax credit so I can do my own, alien defense preparation.
I mean, you can get one for like environmentally upgrading your stuff in your house. Why not one for alien prep?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to prep my house, get my laser. I'm going to build my own lightsaber. Don't you make that face at me like I'm a weirdo.
No. Laser.
Oh, I forgot.
It's just the word laser.
Laser takes Chrissy back to Austin Powers. I forgot about that. I thought you were making fun of my Star Wars-ness, and I'm like, you're the one that said, let the forms be with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, all right. Speaking of Star Wars, Disney is pretty expensive. News at 11. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to need to save for several years to make this journey.
Talking about, having to do things. Apparently, trips to Disney World have become so complicated. Families are paying to take classes to plan on saving for Disney World.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, honestly.
I'm not a financial expert by any means.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm going to say. Save the money you were going to pay the person to plan your trip, and
Yeah.
you'll have more money for your trip. Glad I could help.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am a financial counselor. What is it? Financial therapist.
Good
I
job.
am a financial therapist. Come sit in my office. Pay me to tell you how to spend your money. Yes, that sounds fun. All right, I think I'm onto something here. So you spend a lot on Amazon. Tell me more. That'll be $100. Thank you. That's it. So that I can get on Amazon and I can order more stuff
Right.
for myself.
You're spending too much on medical things, right? Because you'd be in the
right. Here's an idea. You should spend more on your mental health than on your physical health.
Yeah.
That'll be another $100. Thank you. That's yeah. I mean, I get it. Planning a trip to Disney is that's enough stress to cause a Gen Xer to go into tears. Is what that is. Forget the taxes.
Yeah.
Planning a trip to Disney World will put you in tears.
It is very stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure. But that said, I think there's lots of ways out there that you can look up free to find out how to save money and how to do things. You don't have to pay someone to tell you how to save money for going to Disney. Again, the way to save money to go to Disney is to not pay someone to tell you how to save money to go to Disney. Glad I could help.